Hey guys, next day after machining the head, starting to put in head studs right now. Got the head all assembled already this morning. Like I said, started putting in the studs. I went with ARP. Can't go wrong with ARP. It comes with everything. Washers, nuts, studs. Most importantly, sticker. And instructions: torque to 80 foot-pounds in 3 equal steps, so that's going to be about 26.6 foot-pounds per pass. So that we're going to be adding on. So let me get you set up here in the windshield pod and finish putting in these studs. Heads on. It's fun fighting this water pump going up to the thermostat housing, but it's on. Alright, well, I got the torque wrench out, got the torque pattern, got the 1/2 inch snap bound digital. Absolutely love it. Best money I've ever spent on the torque wrench. Now I'm just trying to find a place where I can put you guys where you're not in my way, so to say, and where you can see. There, maybe. Let's try it. So we gotta go to 26 point something. I don't remember. 26.6. Oh, not 200. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to use my own tools. Okay, I believe that's the first one we have to do. Yep. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Easy enough. Bringing torque up. One thing I am going to say about torque wrenches: your clicker versus your digitals. This is your clicker. As soon as you hit that foot-pound, it's done. Okay, so my torque wrench just beat 26. I want to show you, I'm going to hold 26 foot-pounds. I want to show you how much more this is going to move. And I'm just going to hold it until it actually holds 26. It moves quite a bit. Is it that critical? I don't know. But just because your clicker says, hey, you're torqued, reality of it is you actually got a little bit more, because that head gasket's got to compress. Things are going to wiggle around, move around, squirm around. They're squirreling. I do this on every motor I rebuild. And I learned this trick from my dad. We were torquing down a propeller on an airplane, and he showed me that, and I've been doing it ever since. Will you ever have a problem if you don't do it? Probably not. But if you're going through all this work, might as well try and do what you can to do it right the first time, because I don't feel this is worth doing twice for the giggles of it. On these first passes, probably don't have to do that. I do it just because I'm there. Well, one thing is on a lot of your newer cars, you know, you're doing a torque to yield, so you're only bringing it down to like 25 foot-pounds. And then you're doing a torque to yield, so you're doing 80 degrees, 70 degrees, 60 degrees. Did I not put this one on all the way? Or how about I get it on there? That might help. It's kind of the same thing as, you know, getting it in there. Make your own joke. But also being that these head bolts are easily accessible with the valve cover off, I'll probably take the valve cover off and just run around at 80 foot-pounds after I get a couple heat cycles on it. Crack them a tiny bit, and then if you mark your location of where you cracked it, you'll be able to see how much it actually loosened up and squirmed around. That was something else I also learned from my dad. Torquing that same propeller, actually. Flew it. And put a couple hours on it. Let everything cool down and whatnot. Took a magic marker and put a line on each of the bolts onto the prop flange, and cracked them loose, retorqued them. You don't have to loosen, you just gotta, oh, don't tell me this ain't deep enough. Ruh-roh raggy. Why is that one protruding so much more than the other ones? Did I not get that one home all the way? I'm willing to bet I did not. Odd. But anyways, I don't remember where I left off on the story. But we put a line down all the bolts. Just crack them. You don't got to do a full loosen. Just crack them. And some of those we wound up getting almost another quarter turn out of them, which is amazing. So keep that in mind when you guys are torquing your own stuff. I mean, you guys can do your own thing. I'm not going to get into a torque wrench torquing debate. I'm just simply telling you what I've seen and what I do, and what you do is your own merry way. And that's okay. That's okay. What do I got going on here? Well, if I pull a stud out, I can get it out. I am willing to bet that I foobarred. Alright, well, I got that squared away. So we're going to be looking at, what, 52 foot-pounds? So we're going to bump it up 1 foot-pound so we can achieve 80, in which I'm not worried about 1 foot-pound. I'm sure some of you are probably slamming the keyboard or yelling at your screen going, "What are you doing?" It's fine. I'm not worried about it. So next pass is going to be 53. And we're going to be at 53. Interesting. So we're going to go back to number 1. Ooh, she jumped. Holding and stop. Number 2. 51, 52, 53. On hole 3. We're good. 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 We're good. All right. What do you want to do next? Set the timing. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Excuse me. Set the timing, drain the oil, put a new oil filter on, and spin the car over. Prime the oil system. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Or do we work on this cajoled mess? I can hear you screaming, but you ain't helping. I got some vacuum lines that I think weren't hooked up from the previous owner. Pretty positive. But I think I got that pretty well squared away. I got a new battery clamp. Got new upper and lower rad hoses. I gotta get a bolt back on there. I'm gonna wait to put the manifold on so I can reach. Let's do the timing. Let's get that done. Yep. All right, what do we gotta do to do the timing belt? It's all about timing. Ooh, I gotta tighten on that water pump still. I need some clamps. And I gotta find the bolts. So why don't you guys go and grab something to drink and eat, or snacks, or whatever it is that you need to do, and we'll have a quick intermission. Well, I got the timing done, belt's tight, hope in time. Got the exhaust manifold back on, got the new studs in. I got to get 2 bolts. The kit didn't come with the bolts. I don't know why. Dumped the oil, changed the oil filter. We're going with some 1540 Rotella in it. I got enough, I think enough sensors in it to run the motor. Got the charge tube back on, got the mass airflow plugged in. I can't find my solder, so I did the good thing and wire tied them and electrical tape, which I said I told myself that I'm gonna fix before, drive it. Probably won't, but so basically we're at the point now of putting oil back in the motor, getting some power to it, spinning over, build some oil pressure, get the lifters and stuff filled back up, get the oil passages filled back up. So let's go ahead and dump this oil in and get this show on the road. I would like to hear it run before I go to bed, because I think it's 1 o'clock in the morning right now. And I gotta get up early. But I'm so close to hearing it. Let's get it done. Suppose we should put the valve cover back on too before we run it. I did put assembly lube all over the cam lobes and stuff, but we'll just give it a good dousing here anyways, since the valve cover's off, and it ain't gonna hurt nothing. That's pretty much all of it. Alright, where's my jumper cables? There they are. I thought this battery I had sitting here would work, but too big for the tray and the cables are too short, so story of my life. I think one thing that I am gonna do we're gonna connect this positive push so we got a better connection for the jumpers. And I swapped out blow-off valves that I had because the other one is junk, and naturally the gasket has got to, you know, be stuck to the valve instead of the piping. So I don't have a gasket for the blow-off valve, so that's just probably gonna leak like a sieve. That's fine. That is fine. Whatever. I'm gonna drop everything. Nope. I did it right. A lot of this here is going to get changed eventually. I don't know who wired this thing, but it's jokier than the Joker and Batman. Keep dropping my nut. Wow. Lack of sleep must be starting to kick in. Now, one thing I am going to do before I turn this thing over, I got to move you guys off the timing belt. Otherwise, you're going to go for a hellacious ride. In my luck, it'll jump time and, you know, bend a valve or two. Yes, I know I should be using a wrench, but I am just had it for the night. So now we can go like so. I hope that's enough to start the car. I'll move you guys to a better place. How about here? Let's try here. You guys want to tell me when you see oil coming out of the orifices, maybe? Can't see. Wow. Fuel. I should tighten that. I should tighten that down. Just had the wrench for it. Where did it go? Does this wrench work? That'll do. Now won't spray fuel. So, do you guys think we should put the valve cover on and put the spark plugs in and see if she barks off? If she barks off, then we'll put some water in the cooling system. Don't really want to run it too long without any. Hey guys, I wrapped it up the other night. It was too late and I'm tired. Didn't want to forget nothing. And I kind of felt like I was pushing it. So a couple days later now, I just decided to go ahead and put the motor mount back in, the belt, so we got water pumpage. Then I decided to wait until I got the 2 bolts that I was missing for the exhaust manifold. This should be hooked up to the blow-off valve so it can recirculate, but I gotta do a boost leak test and stuff, so I'm not too worried about that. Then I decided to put a battery in it instead of trying to jump it off of the jumper cables and burn up something, which would be my luck. So let's go ahead. Let's see if she fires off. Oh! What's gonna happen here? Can you sit there? Stay. Alright. Here she goes. I'll turn those on. Ah! It runs. It runs. That's good. That's very good. Running a little rough. Could be something wrong, could be a sensor, idle air control valve maybe, who knows, but 6-year-old gas probably ain't helping it none either at this point, but it runs. Awesome. I don't see any leaks. On fuel pressure, but we got a check engine light, which maybe I forgot to plug something in. Throttle good. Takes throttle real good. Well, that's cool. That is cool. I have to pull the code here, but we'll just go ahead and shut her off. All right, next step is to get this clutch working. I think I narrowed it down. It's the master cylinder right on the firewall. I don't think it's the slave. But the big thing is the car runs again and it takes throttle. It never took throttle before because of the mass airflow. All right, well, let this thing kind of chill out for a bit. Start it again maybe here in a few minutes, but let's get this clutch taken care of. So we can go for a ripper. Hopefully not blow it up on the first run. So, all right, see you in a minute. I just cruised down the road here quick. I only got 5% left on the battery, but she seems to be running mint. The clutch is working good. It spools just right now. Super happy. I got grippage issues. Turbo hits, it just spins the front wheels just right now. These tires are junk, but it's running good. It's taking boost, it's shifting good. Totally happy. I'm gonna cruise it around for a little bit, try and get some of this old gas burnt off. I'm trying to stay out of the throttle as much as possible, but it just wants to go. So yeah. Well, my battery's gonna die. It's down to 1%, 2%, 3%. So sign out and get you here in a little bit.